I could tell you many stories of client situations where we've been able to help. One in particular we're dealing with right now. I've got a client referred to us who's been locked into a long mortgage. The rate is 5.45%. They've been trying to move their refinance their mortgage to a cheaper rate for over a year. The bank kept telling them that their penalty was very high. So anyhow, I got to meet with the clients. We ran some numbers for them. And he liked what he saw. So I said, okay, call your bank up and find out what your penalty is. So let's check the numbers regarding your penalty and whether it's in your best interest to move or not. So he called back and he said, if I stayed with my bank, the penalty is $6,500. If I moved my mortgage, it's $9,100. So he said, I'm not adding $9,100 to my mortgage. I said, you're probably right. Tell me some more. So he then said it's his fault. He got locked into this mortgage many years ago, and he's only got 1 year left. And I said, how many years? He says, well, he's in his 6th year. It was a 7-year mortgage. I said, well, did your bank tell you that if your mortgage is over 5 years old, that they can charge you no more than 3 months interest penalty? He said, no, the bank didn't tell me that. I said, phone them back and ask them. Because by law, in terms of the Interest Act, that if your mortgage is over 5 years, they cannot charge you more than 3 months interest penalty, which in his case was $2,000. So the bank said, well, we can't confirm that, we'll get back to you. They didn't phone, so he contacted his real estate lawyer. He says, my mortgage broker is telling me this, can you confirm it? So the lawyer phoned back the next day and said, 100% correct. They cannot charge more than 3 months interest. So anyhow, the client's penalty went from $9,100 down to $2,000, and we dropped his rate from 5.45 down to current 2.2% on a variable mortgage for the next 3 years. And the biggest thing, his amortization, the amount of time left on his mortgage, went from 16 years down to 8 years. And even bigger picture, what's happening in 8 years' time? His daughter is going to university, his first daughter. He will be mortgage free in 8 years, and he will have a line of credit on his property for over $400,000, which he can use to fund his kids' education. Needless to say, he thinks I'm a hero. But for me, the biggest thing was the solution provided to this client, where he's been struggling for a year with this massive interest rate, and his bank was telling him he couldn't do anything about it. We saved him $7,000 and provided him a product that's going to benefit his kids in university. That's what I like to do.